Well, welcome everyone to our live stream with the team. How's everyone doing? No one's in here yet, but
You need to check to make sure the audio is coming
hopefully,
through.
yeah, go ahead, check, make sure the audio is coming through, and we'll get this thing
I want
going.
to tilt the cam up a little.
Tilt it up a little bit. Okay. We had some technical difficulties right away, but we got them fixed. My computer shut down.
There we go.
Okay, so audio works great.
Yes.
So we have a few of the team members here. You guys have basically met myself. You met Taylor.
Oops,
Turn
sorry.
it off.
I thought I exited out of YouTube. Sorry.
You met myself, Taylor, and Mike. I also have James and Mason here now. And Mike just walked in the door, actually. So we are going to have a little show and tell of some of our members, talk, so to speak, talk with them for a little bit. I'm going to talk with them. And, but we figured we'd welcome you. We just had our meeting. We have a lot of exciting things planned for the upcoming year, provided it doesn't all get shut down again. But that shouldn't happen. So.
You want me to go bring in the first person?
I mean, we can, yeah. And if anyone has any questions at any point for any of the members, feel free to ask. Start with Mike because I know him.
Okay.
But we have a lot of cool things planned this year. I'm hoping everything goes as planned, how we just planned it out. But welcome, Mike.
Hello.
How we doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm awake now, I guess.
You're awake now, you guess. All right, so
Got a shamrock shake.
hell yeah. You met Mike already on a couple of the videos he's been on, but we're just gonna talk a little bit about. You want to hear their best experience? Okay, we will ask everyone their best experience. Hell yeah. But we're gonna start with how you joined the team because you're kind of a founding member.
All right, well, that's easy enough. We went to the same school, and I'm what?
3 years? 3 years older than me? 2 or 3?
Probably 3 years older, but probably only 2 classes older.
09?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so 2.
So, we kind of intermingled. We didn't like hang out too much in school, but like we knew of each other. And then sometime after school, I was doing something with this other group, I guess if you want to call them a group.
Yeah, they were just like more of a leisurely, which we were too at the time.
Yeah,
so I guess they were probably about the same as what we were at the time.
I guess. And like, so they ended up fizzling out real quick, and I ended up somehow getting in contact with Bryce, and we ended up doing EVPs and stuff at graveyards. Just, that's how everybody starts, doing EVPs at graveyards pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean,
or
taking some pictures.
State land where, yep.
And it just evolved from there, honestly. Like
After high school.
After high school, it pretty much evolved from there. Like he got like all kinds of equipment and stuff like that, and started to get really serious about it. So I went along with him, and I mean that's pretty much how it started. I mean, it just went from being a thing we did hanging out to something that especially him really got into. So
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty easy transition. I mean, you just like felt like nothing, honestly. Like all of a sudden one day we have people from Flint coming in to join us, and it's like we have all this equipment, and it's just like, when did this happen?
Yeah, you don't really think about it till
No, it just kind of
look back. Yeah,
it just kind of happened.
And I guess we'll answer TZ's question. What's your best experience, would you say?
Well, my best experience, probably, honestly, like as a whole, the trip to Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
like, as an overall.
It was a really good trip.
But like an individual experience, we don't use the spirit box for evidence, but I like messing around with it. It's fun. And we were at the Masonic Temple in Bay City, and I had a whole conversation with a ghost over the spirit box. Whether or not it's real or not, you can't say. But hey, it was like a back and forth conversation. The same with doing the flashlight trick. If you know what the flashlight trick is, if you don't, look it up. I mean, I'm sure you can find it. Basically, you just unscrew a flashlight that has a connection, and it if you just tap it, it'll turn on. Tap it, it'll turn off. And supposedly somehow a spirit will turn on and off that flashlight in a response to a question. And you get some solid responses with that. That's another experience I really enjoy. Just something more actiony, something, even if it's
Interactive.
gimmicky. Yeah, interactive. Even like I said, even if it's gimmicky, even if it's something we can't use, it's just something fun to spice the night up.
Yeah, and you got to go through. You got to cover all your bases when you're investigating because you're there for 8+ hours a night, and a lot of people say they don't do this. This team doesn't do that. Guess what? Every good team covers all their bases. They do all the tricks in the book. Every investigation. It's just you may not see it on every one of their episodes.
Yeah.
But
a good tactic we use is just sitting around BSing with each other. Not even really talking to anything that may be around us. Just talking to each other and seeing if something might get picked up on one of the cameras or microphones or what have you.
Or something joins the conversation. That's even happened before.
Yeah, that's happened before. I mean,
yeah, like legit, like we actually heard something all of a sudden. We were just talking and
oh,
boom, all of a sudden something's there with us and we're like, oh, hello, back to investigating.
yeah, so it can be fun.
Yeah, it can be.
It can also drag on, but that's what you get into when you do something like this. Don't expect it to always be fun and be full of action.
Right. Well, we usually make it fun regardless.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, not always.
Yeah, we're not always.
Oh my God, what's that?
Right. But yeah, so Mike has been on the team the longest of any of the members. He may not have been necessarily there the longest. I'd probably go to Taylor just because she handles all the stuff.
I mean, she has to be around you all the time.
Right.
So.
She doesn't have to be. She
chooses to be for whatever reason.
But yeah, we'll get James and James, I think. Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody.
So yeah, but Mike has been on the team since the beginning, since before it was even Michigan Bay Paranormal team. So it's really been a good go at it with him. And next we have James, which he's one of the most dedicated members, I think, that we've had in the past few years. And glad to introduce him. So step on in.
Hey,
What the hell is up with my team members wearing Star Wars shirts?
It was buy one, get two free.
There we go. So everyone, this is James Fire. And we're just going to talk about how you got involved with the team a little bit first. So, yeah, how'd you get involved with Michigan Bay Paranormal team and what drove you to?
Well, initially it was Bryce asking me over and over again if I wanted to go on paranormal investigations.
And he kept saying no, but then we went to a place that was actually cool.
Yeah, we went to
Bobby Mackey's.
Yeah, Bobby Mackey's was
Yeah.
the first place. I don't know, just intrigue initially was the driving factor. Just seeing weird stuff when I was younger, and wanted to kind of figure out a little bit more about it and see if I could find more info and see more.
And the one thing about this guy is when he does something, he does it all the way. He invested a lot of equipment into the team, and he was truly really good investigator right from the get-go. Like
Thank you.
and, oh yeah, like, and now it's mostly I just guilt trip him into staying.
You don't have to guilt trip me.
No,
I
we
enjoy doing it.
we're all pretty good friends on the team for the most part. I mean, all of us pretty much. I think.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
there's any real not friends. So it's a good group of people, and we were really happy to bring James in when we did, probably like 3 or 4 years ago now, somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
about that.
Yeah, and he's been on the most investigations of anyone, I think. ever since we brought him on. Pretty close. Maybe Jared, but
Yeah, Jared's got me beat.
which Jared, he took
I think
off.
Zach might have me beat too.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Mhm.
But we had one question, James. I want to hear your best experience. That was from one of our viewers.
Best experience. Like, ooh, that's a tough one. Well, I guess one of the most, one of the coolest ones was the very first investigation I was on at Bobby Mackey's. The first time I went in the basement, we were going through the tour and looking around, and everybody else had left, and they were all outside loading up equipment. I think that was after one of the investigators had gotten scratched, and so I was down there by myself, and I got scratched as well. And I thought it was really cool because I had always envisioned being scratched by an entity to be more like an actual scratch from an animal, but it was more like an electric burn.
Yeah.
Kind of like licking a 9-volt battery, that jolt of electricity.
That's a good way to
It's
put it.
that, but you just feel it dragging across your skin.
Mhm.
So I thought that was one of the coolest things that I've experienced. One of the more freaky things that I experienced was at the Villisca Axe Murder House. And it started off, I was in the living room there, and my partner was using the Audible equipment, and he said that he heard a child's voice say like "run" or "get out of there" or something like that, and the tenants of the property were nice enough to let us use the axe that they thought was used in the murder, and we had it sitting in the corner, and with our talks with them about how things in the home were being flung across the house, we were a little concerned that the axe might be whipped as well. So I went over to the corner and I grabbed it, and I was just sitting on the couch there holding this axe, and I noticed my feet and my hands started to go numb. And then after that, my legs and my arms were numb. And then it felt like I was having a panic attack almost, which I don't have panic attacks on a day-to-day basis. And after that, I felt back of my neck start to go numb, and it felt like I got hit in the back of the head. It was just very sharp pain, and I was having trouble concentrating on questions I had asked. I couldn't remember 30 seconds apart from time to time. And I just kind of looked over at my partner and told him I had to get a rest. I had to get out of there. And that was one of the freakiest experiences
That
I
sounds
had.
freaky.
Yeah, it was terribly uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and it's not something I would like to experience again. But
Yeah. You know,
it could happen again.
we talked about going back to Villisca, and he's like, I really don't want
I
to.
really don't want to go back if I have a choice. But
you have a choice. You always have a choice. I mean,
yeah, it was. It's definitely a creepy location. It's not a creepy location, but the things surrounding it. There's a lot there, and the break-in they had with people doing stuff at the location. I think that kind of amped up some of the activity that they have going on there now versus 5 years ago. So
Right.
yeah, there's less child activity and more negative stuff going on.
So, do we have any further questions for James? We'll give it a second. Do you have anything you wanted to add?
No, not yet.
Not yet, eh?
No.
Well, if you guys think of anything, I can always call him back in here. But for now, I think we'll get Mason on. So,
All right, sounds good.
all right, thanks for
Nice
coming.
talking.
All right, so Mason is my cousin, my younger cousin, and he has been working very hard with us as the cameraman for this team for our episodes that are upcoming. So we're really excited to have him with us, and we'll see what he has to say. Welcome, welcome.
Hey,
How's it going?
it's going pretty good.
All right, so this is Mason, and he's only been working with the team for a little over a year now.
Yeah,
Um,
say that.
I mean, I guess we could say 2 years, but we didn't really investigate in 2020, so a little over a year. He's been on a few investigations so far with us, and he has mostly been doing the camera work. which,
That's pretty much all I've done so
I
far.
mean, he's always welcome to investigate, but he's done a good job at camera.
Yeah, it's definitely my preference in doing this.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so what do you think so far? Like, what really got you into it? You can go back, but you can't say the name of the place if you want.
Probably when I was little with you,
Yeah.
at this unknown place, having some strange occurrences happen that we can't quite explain 100%. But yeah, I'd like to catch something again on camera this time. That's basically my goal.
Yeah. We used to investigate just as kids, run around the woods. It's at a campground, I'll tell you that much. And we would just walk around the woods. We didn't have any equipment or anything. We just walked around because we knew there was something weird about the place as kids. Then a few years ago, when we were camping there as adults, we were both just camping, and I was talking some about MBPT and uncovering the unseen. And he's like, "Yeah, I'd like to do that." And I was like, "Well, hell, we'll get back to going." And he's been pretty consistently on most of the cases since. And we have some fun. We have some inside jokes already,
Yeah,
such as apple tater.
that's a great one.
Yes, it is.
They're teasing me about putting it on my shirt or my hat.
Yeah. So we had one person ask what your best experience is so far with the team.
Well, we kind of went on that one off-site investigation.
Which one?
We went to that one house. That
Okay.
mouse right
Yeah.
down my arm.
Yep. We had a private residence up in Escoda. That's when the apple tater story happened.
Yeah. All had fun by the campfire that night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the mouse run across your arm.
That was funny.
That was funny. Oh!
The mouse just
The mouse just ran across my arm.
was laying on the ground.
Yeah. So we because we had one person in one room, one person in the other room, and Mason was laying in the hallway, panning back and forth with the camera.
As they were talking.
And then all of a sudden he shot up like a light turned on and told us that a mouse ran across his arm. And it did
We just caught a little blur of it running. But
on the camera. But yeah,
yeah.
so that happened. But other than that, I mean, you've been on what, like 4 or 5 with us now?
No, it hasn't been that many.
No, you had
3.
Escoda,
Escoda,
Shook,
and then what was the?
Parashani.
Yeah, it's only been 3.
It's the only 3. Yeah, because we took all of 2020 off. So, but yeah, all the camera work you see from Bertus. 4. The house, the other house, in the thumb, where we stayed the night.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But all the camera work that you see after the first episode is going to be from him. And he does a really good job. So we're just going to keep plugging away at it. But does anyone have any questions for Mason? That might be on. I see we only have 2 people, but sometimes that's wrong. But if no one has any further questions for him, we'll wrap this up. You want to send Taylor back in for the final?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in. Oh, look, 3 people. So we'll have some formal videos of each person, each member of the team coming soon, like explaining a little more about their background with the team and everything like that. But we figured we'd introduce everyone while we had some people here. And she came in to just wrap it up. So welcome back. I think we're, unless anyone has any other questions, we appreciate all of you who tuned in to watch, and we're hoping to do some more stuff with the rest of the members here soon. And like I said, we have some more formal videos coming out of each member. We're going to film like each member little bio. It'll be like a 5-minute video, but that'll be posted on this channel. We'll have like a group on the channel for those videos versus our live videos versus our playlist. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, other than that, we appreciate you guys tuning in, and be sure to stay. We're probably not going to do a live video tomorrow since we did one today, but next Monday I should be home on time. It might be 8 p.m. again next Monday, but we'll continue tuning in and keep looking out for new content. Tell your friends, tell them to subscribe, comment, like, share the videos, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.